I am in my backyard. It is about 10 after 9 at night. The boys are in bed and I just came out to get cool off for a little bit. It was a hot day. I was kind of going through my head a lot today about celebrating. I ordered the boys' birthday gifts, which are in September and November. I like to be ahead. If you know me, you know that. I like to have it all set out. But it got me thinking about celebrations and milestones, and that's what I decided to talk about this week. Oh my goodness, my nose is so itchy. I apologize. So celebrations and milestones. What do I have to say about that? Well, I feel very fortunate as an autism parent, having that experience first. The reason I am is because I feel like if I word this, I don't know how people will take it, but it's just how I feel. I feel like because we waited longer for certain milestones, we appreciate them a hell of a lot more. In a nutshell. So when you're waiting for those first words from your babies, and when they celebrate certain things like eating with utensil, these ridiculous things that we get excited about, we seem to get more excited and appreciate it more because a lot of the time we've had to wait longer. A lot of the time we've had to do like actual work towards something that is really very important skill to have, even just generally in life. So, meaning it's also sparked because if this is too much information, then I don't know, but for a parent, I don't think it is, in my opinion, is Emmett has literally been doing peeing and pooping on the toilet for like a week. He's been peeing on the toilet since the day after his 5th birthday. He was in pull-ups until his 5th birthday. Literally filled them every day. It cost us a fortune, honestly. Because pull-ups, if you know, are crazy expensive. So, but it was the only way that he could deal with those things at that time, and that's what you do for your child. So, we went through that period, and then last month I set up a bedpan in the bathroom. He started to use that. I didn't think that he would. He fought it for a little bit, like he just kept going in and saying no, and that was fine. And then now, the last week and a half-ish, he's been doing both on the toilet, and I'm like, blow my mind. He will be 6 in September, and that's what I mean by you're either going to be judgmental about it or you'll be understanding and just get where I'm coming from, because it's not easy. It's not that you want your kid to rush, because if you know me, I'm not the rush parent. I'm far from it. I like my kids to do what they need to do or what they want to do at their own pace, depending on what it is, but majority, I'm going to wait till they're ready. It's the same with Samuel. As Samuel grows, he's 1.5 years. And like I've explained before in ways, like we still break up food to feed him and stuff, and that's what we're comfortable with. That's what we're going to do. You do you kind of thing. So it's kind of a special place for me. I read a lot of Facebook statuses about how child was potty trained by 2, and so that's so much better. And is it really better? It doesn't mean that to wait till they're 6 and to do all these things. What I mean is, I don't think that there's this proper age for things anymore. I don't think that there's this, if a child is not potty trained by 2, that you're a bad parent or that they're behind. And I hate all these labels with it now. And that's where it seems that our world is kind of going to. That if your child is still wearing a diaper and they're 2.5, the world judges and they're very uncomfortable. And you can name 10 reasons why it hasn't worked so far. And then in a month they may be, and like somebody like us, maybe 4 years, and then you're there. But we're here, and that's all that matters. And that little boy has put in so much work to get here. My God, the mosquitoes are bad. Sorry. They just are. I wasn't expecting it when I came out. I should. But there's no June bugs around yet. So you're not going to hear me scream. If you hear me scream, it's because there's a June bug. So I want to say to every parent and every autism parent and every whatever parent to embrace the milestones, to celebrate them, to have them be special. I don't care how old your child is. If your child is 8 years old and has recently learned how to use a utensil, I applaud you. If your child is 2.5 and can do it, I applaud you. I think that no matter what age, these milestones matter, and they're important, and they're very special. And maybe being Emmett's mom, having him first, has taught me that. And if that is the truth, then I feel very blessed, because it has made me a more patient mother for the most part with Sam, because I'm not looking to rush anything. And I'm not anyways, but it really has set the tone of just letting things happen how they happen. And I wish that more parents in this modern day world would consider that, because it's getting scary. It's getting a little scary about what people are expecting of their kids at such a young age. It's kind of crazy. It doesn't mean that your kids don't need to learn to work hard and all these other things, but there's just really crazy expectations in this millennial world now. This millennial parenting world. It's very, very sad to me about how it's kind of all going. You can't post something on Facebook without 10 people telling you the proper way to do it. So if you've experienced that today, I feel you, because it's happened to me so many times, depending on whatever is going on. So to anybody who doesn't really think milestones are a big deal, and then I don't think you've walked in similar shoes as this. If you've walked in the same kind of similar shoes, maybe not identical, because nobody is identical, that would be boring. I really, really hope that you have never let anybody make you feel bad. And if you have, I hope you realize now that you did nothing wrong, and that your child is working their, excuse my language, working their ass off to try and accomplish these goals with your help, with whatever therapists you may have going on. If you are doing it on your own, if you are a single parent, if you're a part of a family, all these things, all these factors pulled in together, you're doing amazing, and you just need to know that. Because when you stood there and your son is almost 6 and he actually goes and poops on the toilet for the first time. I know this sentence sounds funny as I say it. Poop is a funny word. It is what it is. You have no idea, you have no idea unless you've been there. If you've been there, then you know what I mean. That I'm there and I'm like, wow, we're here. We are finally here. Oh my God. And I've done that probably with 10 things since Emmett was born. And the thing is that Sam, and there's a June bug. So I'm going to shorten this up. But then, I'm even doing it with Sam now. Whenever Sam does something and he's gotten to a milestone, no matter what it is, I celebrate. And my message this week is to celebrate every milestone. If you are a parent, celebrate it and enjoy it. And don't rush. And I'm going to escape the June bugs now. So I shall talk to you soon.